Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I have another Canvas Workspace tutorial for you, and it's for this curved text birthday card. And as you can see, the happy birthday follows along the shape of the circle. And it has this piece here which makes a sort of spine for it, or a base, and it will stand up like so. I've also embellished the inside of the happy birthday with this pattern paper, and then added a place for a message. It's really easy to make, and if you'll stick with me, I'll show you how. Another shape, and I think I'll select this one. I'm also going to flip that over to 90 degrees. And so this is going to be attached to this. So for the moment though, I'll just move it to the side. We'll work on the sizing as we go. So for this circle, I think I'll start with a 5-inch circle. And now I'll bring in the text. So I'm going to bring in happy birthday, my text, and I've put it in caps. I'm also going to reduce it in size a little bit here so that it flows approximately from the halfway point of the top on down here to the bottom. So what we need to do is to highlight both of these and go to process overlap, and you'll see that text has now gone from gray to the blue, so it's active because we've got text here and we've got a shape that we want to put together. So we click on text, and that attaches that text to the circle. So it flows around it and takes on that shape. Now if I bring the screen in a little bit closer here, you'll see that that circle that we started out with no longer has this black outline. It has a blue or a turquoise sort of color. That means it's no longer a shape. It's not going to do anything. The only thing left is the text here, which is the happy birthday, and it's taken on that shape. Now we can move this however we like. We've got these tools available to us up here. We've also got here where you see the crosshairs. That is where you can move it. So you can grab that and start spinning it where you want. Okay, you can also flow the words differently if you like, from end to start. We'll go back to start to end. You can place it at the bottom so that that is at the bottom of the letters, or you can place it through the middle or on top, whatever you like. So I'm going to go back to what we started with here, and then you have the ability to move this either to the left, where it is now, to the center, and that crosshair is now in the center of the word, to the right, which it's over here now, or you can distribute it completely around the object. So now we have happy birthday that's going completely around the circle. But we'll take that back to the left. We're going to move this where we want it. So I would like it pretty much to start from that point and then come down here. So to get this distributed a little better, I can use the spacing function here. So there's character spacing here, or you can go into properties and it's down here as well. So if we click on this, it's going to begin to space it, and that is looking pretty good. So if I'm happy with that, then I'm ready to bring in a shape to attach it to. So I'm going to grab another circle, bring that in. I'll go back and make it 5 inches so we can start with that. But now what we need to do is to move this into position so that we overlap these letters, and we can then weld them to the circle. So I can make that circle a little bigger. It's attaching there just fine, through there, through here, and I might just move it up a little bit here. Right now, I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to select here under Edit, Convert to Shapes. So that is under Process Overlap. Now I'm going to convert the text to shapes, which I've done. I'm going to make a copy of it because I could use that to cut out these individual letters and place them on top of these letters as well. So that's an option for me. So I'm just going to move those over there for now. I'll group them. Oh, they're already grouped, so I don't need to worry about that. So let's go ahead and highlight these two pieces. And now we're going to weld them. So the word Happy Birthday is now welded to our shape. Grab this piece here, and I'm going to increase that in size. I'm going to take off the aspect ratio, and let's see how big this is. This is a little over 6 inches in height. So what I'm going to do though is, first of all, I'm going to resize this, but I need to be sure that I resize these letters as well. So I'm going to grab them both, and I'm going to get them a little closer to 5 inches. Somewhere around there, that's fine. So you can move that again back out of the way. You can take this piece, let's try that again. That didn't. There, that's better there. Okay, so let's just move that over here. We'll change this to 5 inches. 1.5 inches wide. So now I can select both of those, align them to the middle, actually I want to overlap that a little bit here. So I'll line it to the middle, and then I'm going to weld it together. Right, so there is the front of the card. I will make a duplicate of this. And I'm going to flip that. And now I can put these together. So what I'm going to do is put them to the middle. Let's see here. Let's align that to the top. I'm just checking the size. It's a little over 10 inches. So we may just bring in just line it to the top there, and then I'm going to weld it together. So we have, now this is the front and this is the back. All we need to do is put a score line here. So I'll grab the path tool, click here and hold the shift key down. Double click, and we can change the size of that. We'll place it in the middle, like so, and we'll change it from a cut line, a solid cut line, to a dash line, so we have a fold. Let me just send that to the back. Or if you're ever having trouble finding or clicking on here, go to your layers tab and you can see this shape right here, which is the score line. Now you can go back and grab your dash pattern, and there you have it. So now all you need to do is to group all these together. And these letters that we have to the side here, what we can do with those is we can break them apart. So we can use the process overlap divide, and that has made individual letters out of these. So now we can place them on our mat however we like. We can do that now, or we could just wait till we get to the machine and place them however we desire. So everything is on here now. I'm just going to move this over here so that I can make sure this top part is not beyond that red line here, and we can send it to the machine. So just going to go into export and transfer it to my machine, and then now we'll go over to the machine, cut this out, and I'll show you what it's going to look like when we put it together and embellish it a bit. So see you soon. The piece is all cut out, and you can see I decided to make this a 7th birthday. So what I've done here is just cut out a number 7 from my machine, and I actually doubled it up, glued it together, and then I'm going to put that on with some foam squares. And here's my happy birthday. I've got a white piece that I've cut out for the sentiment as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is just fold this on the score line. And I'll burnish it. And then this is going to go here in the middle, like so. Just put this down. That's going to go there, like that. Okay. On the inside is where my sentiment will be, or my message. It's just a plain piece of white card, which I also cut out on my scan and cut, and I'll fit that in there like that. These letters here are going to be glued onto this curved word, so when you open it up you're going to see that little bit of decorative card or paper. So I'm going to get on with that, and then I'll be right back. So there we have it. These are just markings on the card here. So come on, you can actually take that off with a bit of, use this rubber on it. That will come off. There's probably residue from the mats. So this is American craft cardstock, the orange, and for the letters I used this Grand Plans, which is a first edition premium paper pad, and this is 200 GSM. The card itself is 210. So you can see now it stands up like so. You can put more decoration on here, of course, if you like. Open it up and we have a place to write a message. and it was very quick to do. The longest part was putting the letters on top of the curved letters, because the machine did the rest, and in fact it only took about 4 minutes for it to cut the entire thing out. So I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please be sure that you're subscribed to the channel if you aren't already so subscribed, and leave me a thumbs up if you liked this. Be sure to share with your friends, and until we meet again, please be safe and crafty hugs. Bye.